ahead. I have about 10 minutes to get this explanation through. I don't have a whiteboard, so I had to take my son Gabriel's slate. He's not interested in education one bit, but he's possessive of the slate and whatever chalk he hasn't already eaten yet. So I've got 10 minutes to do this, right? So this is supposed to be a woman, but it's an example of a human body, right? So now what I'm going to explain is how I have witnessed energy movement, and this is an inherited ability, and my family has worked with this a long time. It is not a static viewpoint of the human energy field, but rather a living and evolving one. So what I'm telling you is how things are right now with human bodies. And the point of this video is to explain why metabolic disorders and imbalances require sexual energy balance, right? So this is something a lot of people don't understand, and that's why I'm making this video. Now you have the core. You have the core of the body there, right? That's the core. I know the belly button is here, but the core of the body is inside the belly button and towards the back of the back of the body. So it's actually maybe 4 inches beneath the belly button, right? That's the deep core. This is the shallow core, that's the deep core, right? And so we have the female energy field. The female, that's the uterus and the ovaries there, that's the reproductive system. And then we have the male expressive energies, or the male sexual organs, which are down there. Oh my god, this is going to look like, well, never mind, whatever. Well, you get the picture. And there's the testicles. Oh God help me, I never thought I would ever be doing such a thing. Anyway, so that's how it is, right? Now this circle here, right, this circle here, this is the core of the body, and notice that it extends beneath the bottommost point of the body, which is the perineum. It extends, it's a circle, it's like that, right? Now the human energy field is made of this big circle that extends over our head and beneath our feet. If this is the earth's surface, then our energy field starts here. And this applies even if you're on the 70th or 90th floor of a building. By the way, this is a normal proper circle, but this is as good as I can draw it. So just, suspend your judgment and just visualize it, right? So this is the surface of the earth. And this, if you draw it like this, this is where we get energy from the earth. Now, how energy moves in the body is by 2 ways. There's the vertical axis, like that, like a clock, like the hands of a clock turn. It turns like that and like that. And then there is the horizontal axis that way, right? So this bottom bit, this is stored energy, right? And this bit up here, this is expressed, or energy for expression. Okay, expression and storage, right? And then there's the left and the right. To the left, that's, if this was me, then this would be my left, right? So then this side would be the female energy cycle, and this side would be the male energy cycle. But that's a matter of movement. this is how it is. Everything beneath this point, the deep core of us, the deep core of our bodies, right? Everything below is where energy is stored. Everything above is energy expression. Now, a normal healthy energy field gets energy from down here, from the earth, right? It goes up the vertical axis to the deep core. And then for men, it goes this way towards the right side of the man, like this, and then converts and goes through his body like this, right? The swastika is essentially that. Energy goes up from the earth like this, then like this, and then like this. That's how it goes for men. For women, energy goes up from the earth like this, it goes this way, then goes like that. So this is clockwise and this is anti-clockwise. And from the moment we are born, before we have any sexual organs developed, we have our energy field polarity. And there is no body in the whole universe that exists without one or more of these polarities, because existence itself is one or more of these polarities. Because if you cancel these out, then you cancel your physical manifestation. You got to be that or that. And in our day and time, it's difficult to say who's male or who's female, because there's a lot of hormonal interference going on, and there are so many things. But this is a matter of soul, and every person knows which polarity they go by for their own selves, and it's nobody else's business to tell them, what they are or whatever. It's a soul thing. It's a soul thing, right? It's a soul thing. It's not something that's based on any physical. It's a soul thing. Okay, now that I've gotten that out, so in a child, right, you have your energy going up this way, and I'll use the example of a girl, and then like this, and then like this. So this way, this way, this way, and down back here. Now, I call all this here, I call it all sexual energy, and I cannot remember exactly why, but perhaps because sexual expression uses this energy directly, whether that's in a woman or a man. This sector uses stored energy. So stored energy and sexual energy are the same thing, right? And when energy converts into mental energy, expressive or sensual energy, sensory energy, not sensual, sensory energy, or emotional energy, or digestive energy, whatever it is, that is expressed. That's energy that's converted. But whereas energy that's here is direct, vital energy. So here's the deal. When you're a child, you're not using this bit for a few years until you're 5. What you're doing is you're getting energy from the earth up there, and you are using it to grow, to think, to develop relationships with people, and all that sort of thing. But after the age of 5, you start developing the sexual organs. And when you're developing the sexual organs, what happens is you are using more of this energy directly than you were using before. So between the age of 5 and let's say 15 or 16, or about the puberty age, right, you're using more of this. And so you need to be connected to the earth. And by earth, I don't mean just earth, because this earth also means your emotional environment with other people. This also means your stability of your daily activities, and that you get the right amount of nutrition every day, you get enough sleep. So all that is included in your earth, right? So during that time, if there's a displacement in your earth, that is a displacement in your emotional environment, a drastic change of diet, drastic change of scene, a drastic change of weather around you, then you'll take time to reconnect. But what happens is that often that in our times that reconnection doesn't happen, and the person then uses up this store to continue to think, to express, to feel, to digest, to grow the body. And what happens is by the age of 13, 14, 15 or whatever, this is depleted. And that is essentially the root of a metabolic imbalance in the body. Because if you're disconnected and you've used this up, even if you reconnect, you have to replenish this. And nobody teaches you how to replenish this so that you can be in balance again. And what's happening is you're just losing energy, and even if you've reconnected, as soon as you get energy there, it's going straight to your head, because you know the sort of everything is so mental these days. Even children, they have to think, plan, and everything in life draws out energy from you and tells you to be motivated, stimulated, and the medicines we take, even herbs, the wrong herbs can drain a person, because they'll just take your energy out from here, out, use it, think more, visualize more, be creative, whatever, it goes out. And then there's the whole emotional draining, which is huge. It's huge. You're looking at things on the internet and getting moved by things, and all that is draining you. How much of what we see actually emotionally replenishes us? Very, very little. The 95% of everything in our daily lives drains us. Mentally drains us, emotionally drains us, and in fact even digestively drains us, because the food we eat these days is bigger in quantity but lower on energy. So we ain't even getting energy from our food anymore, and that includes vegetables and fruits, because they might be big, they might be red, they might be soft or firm or whatever they are. That is no indication of the energy they carry, and very few people have access to high energy foods. I think you'd have to grow your own to really get or get it from a local market or local farmer's market or some sort. What I'm saying is you just cannot eat enough for all of this. You can't take herbs and supplements enough for all this. You cannot do it. You have to replenish this bit. And I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to start another recording, because it's now 13 minutes. I want to take a sip of my tea. So it's getting cold. I'll take a sip of it, and I'll come back and make a video on replenishing, how to replenish the sexual energy.